첫 번째 세션은 비트나인 글로벌 R&D의 우마르 hayat님께서 Future of PostgreSQL on Cloud라는 주제로 발표해 주시겠습니다. 우마르님은 비트나인 글로벌 파키스탄 R&D 센터 기술 개발을 리딩하고 있으며 포스트그레SQL 글로벌 커뮤니티의 주요 멤버로도 활약하는 오픈소스 컨트리뷰터이시기도 합니다. 오늘 세션에서는 오픈소스 DB인 포스트그레SQL과 클라우드에 대한 내용으로 발표해 주실 예정으로 발표는 영어로 진행되나 미리 나눠드린 리시버를 귀에 착용 후 1번 채널로 맞춰주시면 동시 통역으로도 발표를 들으실 수 있으십니다. 큰 박수로 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다.
안녕하십니까. Hello and welcome to Bitnine Data Summit. Before talking about the subject, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Umar Hayat, and I'm the software architect and project lead for the agency SQL. I started my career in 2011 from Bentley System, which is a CAD company, and after completing my bachelor's degree in computer science, after Bentley, I joined EDB in 2016, and there I worked in multiple teams, including the client-side drivers, the middlewares, even PG Pool, PG Bouncer, and other products, as well as on the server side as well. And while in EDB, I also got interest in security, so I did my master's in information security. After Bitnine, after working 5 years in Bitnine, EDB, I joined Bitnine. So there were multiple reasons why I joined Bitnine. First one was that it's a database company. I got, being in EDB, I got insight into database development, its product, its related tools, its ecosystem, as well as the business knowledge of the database. Other reasons include the Bitnine's global presence and the company's work culture, because these things show the leadership, commitment, and business successfulness, and that the business is on the right course, also making the workplace appealing to the employees, and that company values its employees. One major thing was, last but not the least, is the Bitnine open source advocacy. Be it Agents Graph, AGE, the Bitnine contributed significantly in open source community of the database industry. Now, since we are talking about the open source, let's see how the open source world look like. Now, this is the trend chart from 2018, and it's from the DB Engine ranking, which is a popular website which update this the report every month. You can see the open source were upward trajectory in 2018, while the commercial database industry was on the downward trajectory. Let's see, after 5 years, it's still the same. Even the current trend in 2021, the open source surpassed the commercial industry, and now it share major, more than 50% share of popularity as well as commercial business in open source world, which is open source. Now, one major name especially in the database industry is PostgreSQL, and PostgreSQL is an enterprise-grade open source database, and it has a long history of around 26 years. It's written in C, and it is developed by volunteer and different companies in 1990s. It's asset compliant and transactional. PostgreSQL has so many features like automatic, updatable views, materialized views, trigger, foreign key, stored procedure, whatnot, It can run on all the platforms, all the major platforms, Unix, macOS, Windows, Linux, while supporting all the major languages for the interfaces, including C++, Java, Python, Perl, and many more. The professional community, sports, and relative low cost, ease of use are driving more and more users toward the PostgreSQL. Let's see the popularity index of the PostgreSQL. Looking at this trend chart from DB Engine, you can see how it is successful. You see the PostgreSQL is in top 5 most popular database for many years. Though it's right now the 4th most popular database, while the other contented and competition, their trend is increasing, while the PostgreSQL trend is increasing. In the open source world, its competition, according to DB Engine, all the major RDBMS are in decline. That's right, MySQL, SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, all of them are slow but steady decline. And yet, through all it, PostgreSQL continues to grow and show that PostgreSQL is significantly faster that would be rival MongoDB and the Redis. The why it is, question why it's successful. The first thing is open source. It has permissive license. It's free to use, it's free to modify, it's free to distribute. This year, and that's why this is one of the most popular database. Another reason from the developers community is this year the PostgreSQL took over the place of MySQL. The professional developers are more likely to use PostgreSQL, and it's more than 50%. With all these features, community and the benefits, PostgreSQL is one of the most commercialized database of this industry right now. And it's not only commercialized in the on-premises environment, but also on the cloud platform as well. Right now, all the major cloud vendors support PostgreSQL on the cloud. Being open sourced, most of them fine-tune it for their cloud offering. Due to the extensible nature, most of the providers have their own solution and more than one solution with the different benefit and needs of the customer. PostgreSQL has the edge when it's come to responsiveness. Its multi-row approach to data storage provides a flexible framework of high-demand deployment. Also, storing JSON data in PostgreSQL has become quite an easy to accomplish in recent years, making it great for the big data operation on the cloud. Today's dynamics has created a wide range of technical and financial problems for the organization. However, the versatility of the PostgreSQL, along with the inherited advantages of cloud support, it's made it significantly easier for you to pay as you go on the cloud because of its usage, something that can help divert resources to other avenues like R&D. Administrative tasks such as database backups, restore, management, monitoring can easily be automated using built-in tools or the custom database scripts. Automation and monitoring can also be used with the internet as a service deployment. Now, cloud database management system is continuously increasing its popularity. Based on the current trend in the forecast, database market is expected to exhibit 15% compound annual growth rate for the forecast from 2021 to 2028, which show its rising demand for self-driving cloud databases. This is one of the, for example, this is one of the simplified high availability architecture. One can use different cloud services and open source tools to come up more these kind of architectures. Like, you instead of PG Pool, you can use PG Bouncer, Patroni. Instead of AHM, you can use Rep Manager or any other tool. You can add more services and tools to architecture for this kind of architecture. You can integrate management and monitoring. You can integrate backup tools for security of your data. You can hook more logical replication for data analytics. You can replicate for DC and DR for multiple data center and multiple regions. The generative AI is ushering in a new wave of experience that transform how we interact with information, brands, and one another. In the future, we believe that almost every application will be AI driven, and the developer who build these applications will need the right tool to build these experience into their applications. AI driven computing leverage AI technologies such as machine learning and natural level processing, language processing, to improve efficiency, automative process, and generate actionable insight from vast amount of data that is stored on the cloud. Using PostgreSQL, using PostgreSQL on cloud, you can get enterprise-grade service stack. You get easier and familiar tools, the tight integration with the operational data. PostgreSQL make it possible by embedding AI directly into your operational database, supporting powerful queries across the structured and unstructured operational data, and combine vector predicates with the standard Postgres filters. One other aspect of the cloud environment is hybrid model. A hybrid model is a mix of environment that use combination of compute, storage, services that to run the application across different environments such as public cloud and on-premises data centers or a private cloud, including edge locations too. These few of them are, I can show you few factors that customers choose why they use this kind of environment too. Flexibility. Hybrid cloud environment provide a flexibility in terms of workload placement. The vendor lock-in. This can help you to mitigate the risk of a single vendor, single provider, and pricing structure too. Cost optimization. By combining the on-premises structure with the cloud services, organization can place workload into the cloud to get best priced and the performance ratio. Improved resilience. Using hybrid cloud or a multi-cloud environment, organization can ensure the availability of the critical business function in event of disruption and provide failover safe mechanism. Security and compliance. In the hybrid cloud solution can contribute to robust security and facilitating the hosting of sensitive data within the confine of the private cloud, while still allowing the less sensitive data to the public cloud. Another one is data sovereignty. Requirement of data to remain within jurisdiction can be challenging for the organization without a presence within the target jurisdiction. While this allows, with hybrid cloud, you can manage and fix this problem. And having said that, hybrid cloud will have its own complexity and in management and restructuring. Based on the current trajectory, we expect Postgres to be enterprise dominant database within next 5 years. With government organizations looking to attract and retain top tier talent, the promise of innovation is at front of the mind for major decision makers. Postgres' ability to provide that has helped it skyrocket in recent years, and that trend shows no sign of slowing. Postgres is not just a relational database system, it's object relational and has been designed to handle wide range of data types and use cases. Whether you need to work with a JSON, JSONB, XML, key value pairs, geometric, geospatial, native UID, or even time series data types too. Organizations keep pushing their businesses into the cloud and carefully weighing the trade-off associated with the public versus private. How to combine these cloud services with the existing application and the infrastructure. Now that we have seen the successfulness of cloud and PostgreSQL for many years, now the question is, where will you see yourself in 5 years sharing the success of PostgreSQL and the cloud? 감사합니다.